All right. Here we go.
All right. What a great intro that was.
High energy. Welcome back to the commentary track. This is the one for episode 4, The Boys Solve Racism. I am Evan Brown, and I wrote words on a paper and then made my friends say them in front of a camera as a cruel trick.
Has this been a trick this whole time?
To my right, I have Noah Meyer.
Hello.
Technically an actor.
Technically. I read the words that he wrote, and...
Poorly.
Most
on my
of the time
left,
poorly.
we have Laurisa, a real actor.
Hi, guys. It's great to be here. Thanks for having me here.
Thank you for being at my house when I came home, and then we did this.
It was a pleasure.
Which is the situation
In the studio. That's... No, it's not.
No, it's
I'm
not.
sorry.
It's a house.
It is a house.
So, Laurisa, how are you? I don't know. It's very late.
This is not how any of these have gone.
Confession time. How many of these have you actually seen?
All of them.
That's true.
That's one.
Every
We have
one.
one.
Although it
one
was very
them.
recent though, right?
Bitch. Like, snitches end up in pools.
Oh crap.
That doesn't.
I forgot about that
rhyme.
old nursery
It doesn't
rhyme.
have to rhyme to be true.
But it's okay. One of my closest friends hasn't seen any of them.
I was waiting to see the last one to watch, specifically with the family. The third episode I got to watch with the family. It
true.
almost brought me to tears. It was so good.
It's got that emotional bit in it.
Yeah, no,
good.
it's really, really great. Like, it goes to an existential place that's just absolutely beautiful. That last episode was great. It was exactly what it needed. It's like, you know what? We don't care about your denouement. We don't care about your resolution.
Evan.
Get out of here, yeah?
Evan, somebody likes our show.
Somebody likes it. It's uncomfortable,
It's
isn't
weird.
it? We're not
That's
used
not
to
supposed
it.
to happen.
So let's get into it. I'm going to hit the button, and then it's going to play.
Well,
Thanks for narrating that.
Yep.
Mr. Mind of security.
Here we go.
Here we go. We're in it. We're commentating.
So this episode, we shot in 3 separate chunks.
Yeah.
We shot, well, actually, probably more like 4. We shot the interview room stuff and then the stuff in the lounge and the storage room with the lounge and storage room and interview shots of episode 5. Mm-hmm. And then we shot Laurisa's stuff in those rooms. And then we shot all the stuff in the therapy room.
Yeah.
So our hairs are at various different lengths throughout this episode.
Yeah, I was trying to decide if I could tell the different pants.
Oh, yeah. Because who was it? Noah who switched pants, or was it?
It was me. I
It was,
switched
it was
pants.
you.
I did.
I think Noah switched pants too.
Did I?
Because you were originally using my pants.
Oh, yeah.
And I was also using my pants.
I was.
Oh my
I
God.
really enjoy this marginally
Marginally.
icky, less icky, marginally
I love the
icky.
secondary titles on all of them.
Wait a minute.
Larissa, do you? I suppose this is a ego stroking question. Do you enjoy watching your performances? Do you?
I wish I enjoyed it more. And I think that what happens with me is the sound of my voice starts to get on my nerves. I'm like,
Yeah.
what am I doing? Like, it's somewhere between like an actor and a 900 number.
Yeah.
Frogs in a basket.
It's like, if you're gonna keep watching this episode, you're gonna have to pay another $8.99 for me.
You know, Evan, that was
Oh,
actually...
we
would have to
thought
pay
about
people.
implementing that.
We
That
did.
system.
Thank you.
So that bit back there with the ADR, with the it showed where Noah shouted special body juice. That was
yeah.
footage that we lost. There are a couple moments in this episode where we lost footage.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're not super noticeable if you don't know.
Not 100. No, it's not. It's not terrible. There are a couple that are bit.
So they're mostly you, Laurisa.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you.
Yeah,
I
we
was
lost a
kind of
lot of-
panicking. There's like 2 segments, and I was panicking because I was like, oh man. I was gonna try and get you back, and then you were like, my hair's
I
different.
totally changed
And I was
everything
like,
about
uh-oh.
myself. Yeah, I did.
She got a new life. She moved away. After filming with us, she's decided
just
she
went
made
like-
wrong
She decided.
decisions.
Oh, okay. I was gonna go the opposite way and say she accomplished all she wanted in life.
Yeah, that too. Both.
That tracks. Like, this I got to put a tick on this in the bucket list.
It is, I think, everyone's bucket list to film with a bunch of inexperienced high schoolers.
Yeah.
I have to say this, that Unleash the Beast is not as good as Lick Them Colors.
It's
Oh,
not.
no.
That's the,
That's the
actual slogan for
Yeah, that's the
Monster.
actual one.
Oh, well, that explains it then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Monster, your
If
people
they
are
got
trash.
us, we would be like, drink it, please. We're I
and
don't know.
enjoy it.
And
if
enjoy
you could,
it if you wouldn't mind
nonetheless.
doing that for us. Not wearing shoes in that shot. Whoops.
You know, that's fine. Does it matter?
Well,
What did you just say?
I said stop being such a.
You're-
great reference to
Yeah.
Rick and Morty. We said
He's
glip glop.
he's
for
saying
that.
glip glop because I didn't want to make him say any real racial slurs. I did.
You're
he
a
wouldn't
coward
let
for
me.
that.
That's
Yeah,
I
I
am
kept
a
trying to
coward.
say
That's
them.
fair.
I kept
No, I
trying
kept
to.
trying to say them throughout the shoot. Cameras on, cameras off, and I
Yeah.
had to keep stopping him.
They had to get one of those like water bottle things and spray,
And
it with
spray you
it.
with it. Yep.
I think it's a good bit that I'm drinking out of the.
Just a
out
coffee
of-
creamer.
Coffee mate?
Yeah.
Like, just
It was actually milk.
Yeah,
I
he put
specifically
milk in there.
prepared that. I'm not that disgusting.
Should we talk about how much we love the intro in this episode?
Like
or-
we,
A
yeah,
lot.
the intro in this episode better than the others, I'd say.
Yeah, it is way better. Because there's a
Do you
secret
like this?
Easter egg.
Let's
in
let
there.
Larisa talk about the intro.
Yeah,
We are
talk about the
silent.
intro.
Talk about it.
All
Talk
right,
about
shush.
it. Talk
well,
about
Talk
it.
you
about it.
know,
We're
it's
gonna be
really
silent.
nice to like see the guys' faces ahead of time, like knowing
So you're
who's
prepared
going to
for
be
how
in
bad it
each
is to look at.
episode ahead of time is really
Brian, he couldn't do one of these commentaries.
We
Why?
tried to
Is he,
get.
like,
he's
running-
a hard
He
get
was
now. He's
busy.
famous.
running track and field
Yeah.
and stuff.
He's famous.
What
as
are
well.
you running from?
Us, presumably.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
That corn smarts.
Yeah. Did you read the full script for this, right?
I did.
Because I think all our other guest stars, not counting Davis, literally they just showed up on the day, and I was like, "Say these lines now," and they said them, so they had no idea what they were. It could have been a propaganda piece for all they knew.
I mean, it is. Secret. I mean, there's a lot of subtlety in this,
Yeah.
but it is.
No, I read the script ahead of time. I loved it. It was a lot of fun. There was mad chuckles
Yeah.
that happened.
Like angry chuckles.
Yeah. I'm so upset.
Like that, or
Wow.
just like a lot. I'm sorry,
Who hurt you?
everyone.
Me.
Mainly have.
There are angry chuckles. I need to.
Angry
I don't know
Chuckles
that-
was my nickname in middle
I
school.
was gonna say, is that some form of horrible clown?
It's the it's the weird spin-off of Chucky called Angry Chuckles.
Angry Chuckles. It's the it's the Halloween costume that you don't have to license.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
This is another ADR line from Noah.
It is.
I will say, Davis and I, we were two white guys writing about race.
Yep.
So we did what, the responsible thing to do is, which is send it to one black person.
Just and
So-
whitewash the
Yeah.
out of it. The whole
Yeah.
thing.
We were like, one black person can speak for all of them, right? And yes, we were right.
And you have to, yeah. It's because I'm a woman. Actually, is
Yeah.
what makes me the
Oh yeah.
actual authority on literally everything.
Well, I'm not racist. I'm just saying I don't like him. Because of his skin color.
We shot that way
That
after
was,
we wrapped.
yeah. We were trying to shoot things to fill that. That's another thing we shot to fill the That's so good. I think that's so funny.
I brought out my therapist.
That wasn't in the script originally. We
Yeah,
wrote, we
those
wrote
those
both
two
those things.
with Evan and I.
Its operating system.
That shot looks really good compared to everything
Yeah, well,
else.
the lighting is really good in this episode.
All
Yeah.
these new activities, it has become the therapist 3 million.
Pretty good.
Didn't the last one go wacko, try and take over the base?
See if you
and make us
can,
slap our own butts?
audience members, you guys both
Audience
know.
members?
See if you can spot where we ran, where we lost the shot of
Where it just
Laurisa,
kinda fell
and it's just kind of like
apart.
weird, out of focus, and
For sure it won't do that.
it's coming up.
Man, when it was happening, like I remember, and I'm like, wait a minute, I feel like we're missing something here.
Friend.
I think this one we didn't even shoot, right? I don't think we even shot this line of dialogue.
No, it'll be cool. We
Uh,
don't friend yet. Wait,
There's one that I think we,
We
didn't
totally
shoot,
didn't.
and there's
Yeah,
one that we definitely lost because I remember shooting it, and I have the audio of us shooting it.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's
Mayor, I forget which.
Wait.
this one right here, obviously.
Oh, you didn't even give him a chance to guess.
That's well.
What about all
it
our audience?
doesn't look that bad though. The line's really short.
No, that one turned out really good. There was like such a dork. I love it.
Yeah, that's in our house.
Yeah.
I cut a bunch of dialogue to make that work. Is the thing though. There's
Yeah,
like all
yeah.
I forget exactly what it was, but there's all sorts of stuff that is no longer in the episode because it just wouldn't work.
Right.
And I think I did that with the second time as well.
I definitely super sound like
My brain's forward.
robot Oprah.
I think that's what we were going for. So
Killed it.
good
There
job.
we go.
Amazing.
It was really nice. Like
Caught it in one.
Emilio and Aiden were
Yeah.
both great. I'm so happy
Killed it.
they were willing to do it. It was very nice to not have to give you any direction ever because you're so
Yeah.
good at this.
Yeah. Emilio and Aiden being Jesus and the the first robot therapist
Yeah.
for all of our fans who don't know.
It was pretty fun. Aiden came over later to hang out. Not later in the day, but just like later in my life. And we were talking about the show, and I was like, oh yeah, your character comes back. And he goes, oh really? Do I need to come back? And I was like, no, you're played by a black woman. I just didn't explain it, which I think is pretty funny.
I hope he didn't feel like completely and terribly replaced.
Yeah, I
I
love
hope he
those two
did.
titles, by the way, where it just says therapist / 3 million. Should we eventually do a commentary track for this commentary track?
I think so.
And just keep layering?
This is ADR, obviously.
Yeah.
But this was planned from the beginning.
84 that we have on this base, right?
What?
The second little what's really good. So we didn't realize when we began shooting, because we took so long to shoot this, that we were going to have to move houses.
Oh gosh, this bit.
Oh
So
my gosh.
we
The
had to
subtitles,
throw
though.
that little...
You want to talk about why we had to do this?
not really, no.
Okay, well.
Well, I was just going to say we had to throw that little ADR. Like, there are more places on the base. So
Yeah.
this room could exist.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll wait till the next time that pops up to talk about it.
Okay, sure. It's a time and a place. It's a time and a place. Please, don't be
Respect
inappropriate.
me and my house.
Dad.
And my dad.
And your dad. And my dad.
The rules are whoever is holding the feelings.
This is a great gag.
It's a really great gag, except for the fact that I'm essentially abusing a child.
Yes, it is true. That is true. Very accurate. You can just blame it on another child who made you do it.
Yeah, that is true.
The little, we all shrug in unison there.
Yeah.
Or not in unison.
Yeah,
but
like one at a time.
Be the feelings.
Brian's so good. He was so good.
We just wasted an hour arguing.
We're currently sitting in this very room,
That's
On-
happening.
on-
watching
this
a
very
recording
couch.
of us. Like it's like a mirror.
Weird. I hate it.
You didn't program
She was
these.
right over there.
I know it's super. That's bizarre. I don't want to think about it.
I pointed to where she was for this.
Thank you for the audio listeners. We do have one live audience member.
Yeah, that is true. But they're
Larissa,
gonna
you're so
stay a
good in
secret.
this. It feels like we don't deserve, as not real actors, to be in this.
It feels like it.
My feet! Just randomly. That's awesome. Robots, therapists don't wear shoes.
That's
also,
true.
in
That is
case-
true.
I researched that.
Mhm.
I did. I did.
She did.
She did a research.
What
for this
research
part. I
did you
forgot
do for
about
this
that.
role?
Well, I went through and looked up other robot therapists.
So Aiden.
Some of the greats, like Aiden.
You know, I
and
couldn't
that's it.
find any of his work. It's pretty. He kept pretty hush hush on like what robot therapists were like as far as his experience with them. I definitely watched some Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
I had a picture of Aiden, which I then definitely used for the emulation of my own.
Yeah.
I'm a robot.
And Frasier, I got through the. I binged the heck out.
No
of some
Freud
Frasier.
though.
Real quick, I love Brian reaching up and like scratching your chin like that.
Yeah, that was. We didn't rehearse that beforehand, but I
Yeah.
was just kind of leaning my chin down, being like, "I'm setting you up, buddy."
Yeah,
and he,
yeah,
and he
and
did
he-
it, which
yeah, he
is
did
great.
it.
Our wonderful set design, which is literally just
4 pictures taped to a wall.
Frasier, Dr. Phil, Freud, and Aiden.
So like, you guys remember when Crash was the movie that solved racism?
Yeah, I do remember that. I'm proud of that movie. We made it.
We did make it secretly, dude. We weren't supposed to tell anybody.
Oh God, don't watch Crash.
Don't watch Crash. I've never seen it.
It's so bad.
just
It's-
parroting
it's
his opinion.
Honestly, more racist.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's so bad. Let's do a commentary track on Crash. Next.
Ooh, yeah.
It was like the first time that black people were actually hella racist. Also,
Yeah.
the first time
Don
ever.
Cheadle, he's in that, right? Or is that
Ludacris.
He better
is in
be.
that.
Ludacris? Yeah, if Don Cheadle's not in that, I'm in big trouble. So I want to look up if Don Cheadle's in Crash.
Future editing Evan, cut this out.
Yeah.
In case
Right.
Don Cheadle isn't in
I'll
it.
just like ADR over like Terrence Howard.
About your cultural views.
It is Don Cheadle. Thank
Woo!
God.
Amazing.
All right.
Thank God.
Amazing.
We're safe. All right. Well, you specifically.
Yeah.
About those differences.
I was really nervous going into this because most of all the other episodes would switch locations. Like we would go from one room, and we only had 2 rooms, you know. But still, I this is an entire episode shot in one room, and I really didn't want it to just be like the same 4 shots over and over again.
Yeah.
And I was really nervous about that, but I think I did it pretty well.
Yeah.
Like it varies a lot.
No, yeah, it does. I think it does a really good job of not feeling stale or like you're constantly in the same room. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with a good one locale kind of situation.
Yeah.
Is there such
I mean,
a thing as a bottle TV show? Not specifically a bottle episode, but
like a TV show that takes place only in one. Surely there is. Right?
I mean, I would guess, yeah.
I mean, technically ours could count as that because it's only ever takes place in like 3 rooms.
Yeah.
Gilligan's Island count?
I guess.
They had a whole island.
They had a whole island though. Technically, if we want to go really broad, any show set on Earth.
I mean, yeah.
Earth is
How
one.
big is this bottle? Like,
You got really aggressive. How big is this bottle?
how big is it? I gotta know.
I like their Velcro.
I love that line
16
delivery from.
ounces?
Nice. I love that line delivery from Seth, the Velcro one.
Said nasty things about aliens too.
I don't know. Did I already say the
Ones I saw on TV.
the deaf thing? No, I don't think I did. I'll come
No.
back to that later.
Oh, the
joke that didn't
ableist.
make
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of our stereotypes.
This was we took a really long time writing this episode. I remember Davis and I sitting at our kitchen table.
Oh,
we
you want
can-
to talk about it?
Nah, wait.
All right. We'll get you next
Tension.
time. Yeah. Gotta build it.
Sitting at the kitchen table and just workshopping ideas over and over again as like what our projects were going to be, how the episode ended. And we came up with like so many different endings. I'm trying to remember some of them. Oh, this is great. It's great. It's a great delivery. I love that so much.
You're not.
I love how much you just
So good.
leaned into you just being a massive dick to
Yeah.
Brian.
Yeah.
So good.
It breaks my heart because I love him.
We all love Brian.
Brian's
Brian,
our
if
special
you're
little
listening,
boy.
we love you.
Brian's
He's
our
not.
you know.
He's not.
Brian's our special little boy, and also our equal and good friend, who's not
Not mine.
what?
Or mine. He's not mine either.
He's not my equal, nor is he my little boy.
I hate this guy.
This guy?
No,
You
that's
mean
Laurisa. No, I
who's
meant
currently
Brian.
on-
A long time.
But I don't need either of them.
Yeah.
Joke.
I think some one-on-one sessions maybe.
Did I just had a memory come back. Larissa, you got sick halfway
Oh,
through this
really
day, didn't
sick,
you?
yeah.
Oh, I forgot about
So we
that.
couldn't
That was
finish shooting. How
crazy.
dare you?
I know.
That was because of
trash.
the flu virus I snuck into her drink.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
You
So you
son
got sick.
of your mom. Like, how dare thee?
I guess a lot of them look like
Hey.
me.
But
It was Mother's Day.
It was. It was the day of mothers.
we were filming a TV show.
Instead of being with our
We're
mothers.
being with our mothers.
Literally
Bad people.
everybody was here with your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all
Just
love
you
my
got a
mom.
lot of kids.
Except me.
Yeah.
Because I was
Well.
like,
Yeah. So we couldn't finish filming. I remember that.
just off. That was a mess.
That's
That's when
terrible.
we had to
Was it
replace her
Noah's
with-
presence that made you sick?
I do have a Noah intolerance.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's for everybody. But yeah, I forgot we couldn't finish filming with her. That we replaced her with that paper mache model, right?
Yeah, and it looked really good.
It looked
And it
really
was
like
you
we
behind,
animated it. Right, it was like
operating
a
it.
puppet. We had
Yeah.
strings and everything. I was operating it. It turned out like really good.
I
You can,
need to see this.
you can only
Yeah, it's incredible.
you can only like just barely tell that it's paper mache in one of the shots.
Yeah. This is a great
Arm
gag.
falls off. It's where the arm falls off.
This is
Oh, yeah.
one of the gags we had really early on.
Yeah.
White dude.
That would have been good. We should have done that. Where were you in the writer's room?
Yeah.
I guess I've never really thought about it, but now that I do,
Brian in the
The tiny stool.
Larissa was staring at me aggressively.
all of our remaining officers are men.
Brian in the tiny stool is very good. A lot of those gags came really last minute. Right?
Yeah,
We didn't
yeah.
plan them at all. It was just in the blocking, which I would always make up day of because I'm
Yeah.
bad at preparing for things.
Or you're good at thinking on the fly.
Mm.
No, it's just bad.
It's
You're
only
a
bad.
person. It's only bad.
Only bad.
People can be prejudiced towards just about anything.
So yeah, we shot most of your stuff the same way we shot all the guest spots, which is just shooting all of your stuff without us there.
Oh my gosh.
You're just talking to no one. Which is probably not good for an actor. Probably need something to bounce off of, but I hate actors.
Yeah.
So
I think they should be abolished.
I guess what I was trying to say is
only directors
cover.
now.
That tracks.
Yeah.
That tracks. I feel that. I feel every word of that, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
That is called an ableist.
Oh yeah. Do you want to talk about the deaf joke? No.
Oh, is that? Oh yeah. So I just said being like deaf. So that was a line of dialogue we left in. I forget why. Probably just to like be more, just talk more about prejudice. But the original joke was one of our projects was going to be, I think it was either me or Noah. One of our like final projects was going to be a camp for people who were both blind and deaf. and we're gonna call it the Not See Deaf Camp because for people who couldn't see and were deaf.
Skipping this one too, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we'll get
All
it
right,
next time.
Gotta build that tension for that
And
amazing payoff.
we decided against it.
Okay, yeah, no, the Aryan race is way better.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But that was a.
Bet you never thought you'd hear that coming out of a black robot therapist.
The Aryan race was better.
The Aryan race is better. Let's all say.
I'm
it
glad we all
together.
got that, so
Yeah.
we can each be incriminated.
Yeah,
in this.
I hope someone cuts just those
Oh my
parts.
God.
Also, me going Nazi Deaf Camp is
Yeah,
really
yeah.
funny.
I feel like someone's actually gonna like use this
Yeah, I'm
toward
gonna.
their own purposes.
I'm
You
gonna
heard
get
it! You heard it! She's black! She said it!
See, this is the one aspect where we're lucky that nobody's gonna watch this.
Yeah, yeah. If either any of us have careers, we're gonna get canceled by Twitter.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
absolutely
Yeah.
happening.
What I found is that if it's just your voice, you're okay. As long as they don't actually
That's
like
true.
see
Well, I mean,
you're doing it.
If all of
All
that,
white people
if all of
sound the
that-
same.
If all of that cut footage of me just trying out
That's
all the
why I
racial
try
slur
so hard
services,
to sound like them, maybe. Code switching! Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
oh man,
Causes us to interact with other people around.
I like looking at all the random garbage in the background.
Yeah,
of the
there was
show.
stuff. There was stuff. I would be like, "We gotta shoot right now. Move everything out of the way."
Just an AC unit with like an
Yeah.
elephant like wooden stool in the background and a basket of garbage.
Oh, we can talk about this time.
All right, go ahead.
So
We were afraid nobody could read the writing.
yeah, the writing on
purple
the
writing.
on the thing. What was it? French or German? I think
French.
It
It
was
was French. You chose the hardest language
Yeah.
in the world.
No, yeah. So we translated. That's No One Eyes Voices. We translated it into French. And we sang it very poorly.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really funny, and no one else who watched it did.
I thought it was funny too.
I loved it. The accordion is
Our
really great
silent
as well.
audience member is raising their hand.
Well, I thought I would do a lecture
We-
series.
Also, I love all the reflections in the TV. Me holding a script.
straight
and
up.
I think
two lights in
Anna.
the camera.
That's either
camera.
Anna or Carolina sitting on that couch, and
Yeah.
you can definitely see the reflection.
Guys, this is a safe.
Seth made this. I had not seen this except for I think right before we shot, but Seth made this slideshow, and it was really good. So the remote actually didn't work. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
think either me or Noah was signaling it off screen right as like we do it like 3 seconds before it looked like Brian was about to hit the next
Yeah,
button.
'cause it, like,
so
took
it
a
looked
minute.
natural.
Lack of academia around here.
There was a lot of like janky like set deco we did for this, or like
Yeah.
like when my Aryan race thing
Also,
falls
what was
down.
that interview shot? It was like
That was in
somewhere else because it didn't have the normal set stuff.
There are a couple interview shots where we were already moved out of the house, and I realized I didn't get them. I must have forgotten about them. So we shot them upstairs in my house. They're standing up. I had to move like a dresser out of my little sister's room.
Yeah.
It was the only place with similar paint, though.
The Earth circumnavigation in me.
It's super weird. This is for literally no one but the people sitting on the couch. But it is super weird to see a shot of the TV that we're currently watching.
Whoa, yeah. I didn't even realize.
On the stand we're currently watching it in. Like, that's just bizarre.
So meta.
That's wild. If we were recording this, we'd be able to do the commentary of the commentary and then
Yeah.
talk about this again. Why do you make so many loop-de-loops in his travels?
What a dummy.
What an
We'll
idiot.
put Anna just took a photo.
You mean the mystery guest?
The mystery guest just took a photo. Did she miss it?
It wasn't supposed to be a
that's
mystery,
bummer.
just
Wait,
live
no, it's
audience.
back. It's back.
Anna, get it
Get it back.
right now, and
Anna!
I'll put it at the
No.
end of the video.
Yeah.
Smart Noah.
If you send it to me.
Oh, wait.
That's good enough.
Well, okay. Good, get it? All right, we
Yeah.
got it. And then
This is. I'm glad we have like a good 2 minutes of us just talking about this.
What were we talking about again?
I went really hard on
this is so good. This is my favorite one.
This little spiel was improv. Also, there's there's a moment coming up that I had to cut out. That was really funny.
It was really funny.
It just did not flow,
Did not
unfortunately.
work.
It was so funny
What
though.
was it again? What were you saying?
Well,
about
when it comes up, I'll point it out.
Okay.
So right here, when Laurisa interjects,
Take it away.
she on the way out,
Like
she,
grabbed his muscle.
she grabbed my bicep and looked at me like, oh, oh, not bad. And it was
Through everything.
it did not
I totally forgot.
flow. It was so funny though.
Also, just off camera, the way we got this effect of the sign folding down, I am standing just out of frame, holding this cane, balancing the papers on top of it that are taped together, and I'm just waiting for Evan to like hit the ceiling, and I'll like nudge it a little bit, and it falls down. My arms were so tired after
I
this.
think we rigged that sign up with string from the trunk
Yeah.
of my car, too.
We did. The tape failed. Oh, man.
Arian race.
That was pretty good.
I'm glad my last name is attached to that.
The other thing is the reason that improv spiel was so long is I thought it was really funny to just make Noah hold that for a really long time.
Is that the only reason?
That was one
didn't
of
think
the
your thing was
very
funny?
few reasons. Yes.
All right, all right.
Yeah, Arian sounds right.
No, that's not what you call
so
a person
big.
from the
You, I mean, I'm also quite big.
Yeah.
We had two very small boys in
We
our
did do
cast.
that.
Brian over here doesn't know a word.
Brian is literally a feeling stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
I
my
do.
feeling stick.
In fact, I'll use it in a sentence. Come on, guys, let's role play.
All right, baby goat.
All right.
Oh.
This is so good. I really like this.
Our signature bounce up and down, acting out of scene.
Hello there, Arian. Now, do you know where I can
This is so fun to do.
Yeah,
Of course, non-Arian.
It's just it comes out of nowhere.
it does. Yeah.
So I know the best Arian pizza.
Lose on first joke. Great.
And the lose on first, like lose on second.
You mean lose on second?
Anyway.
No, fellow Arian. It's lose on first.
Do you want to talk more about like your good joke that you wrote?
Yeah, I know. I feel so. I'll like be like, oh, it's such a good joke, and I laugh at it, and I'll go, oh wait, I wrote this. No, it's weird. I feel weird about laughing at this and record. It's so like.
I love that the music cuts and it's just her horrified face.
Good to teach Brian something.
I like the music in that too. That worked a lot.
That was good.
So, many of you
This is
may
also really good. This is something Davis
Frog
and I
in a-
spent a long time workshopping, and we just kept coming back to it because it wasn't quite
Frogs in a
flowing,
basket.
and we just couldn't come up with like a good
Now,
ending.
I took
Yeah.
that idea
And then finally we
and gave
landed
it a
upon the
fun
ending that it
little
is, which is
twist.
just
So
making
I
it into
give you-
jail.
Yeah.
friends in a basket.
Are those our faces on
This is also really fun to like design.
No offense,
Yeah,
Brian,
yeah.
but I think that frogs
Is this another one that my dad had to print out at his work?
I think so.
Well, I took them out of their
I
old-
think that's also.
My poor dad printing out a picture
I should
of
have.
me photoshopped onto a frog's body
And
in a
then
basket,
a
and then
Hitler
putting
stash.
Hitler stashes on them.
If I put all of the racists into a basket
Oh,
where
man.
they can't escape, they'd have to become friends. Which
That's
brings
pretty
us to the
good.
final step in my plan. Boom. Racists in a basket.
Oh man.
racists just bond?
Noah's so against. You're very against it over in the corner there. You're like,
I feel like I'm
it'll
good
never
at
work.
just like during other people's lines, just like adding in little details, just like
Yeah.
nodding along or like confusedly looking at things.
Yeah, you're very good at that. I am not at all good at that because I remember all I would be thinking the entire time was like, all right, what do I need to do next?
Yeah.
Who's shot like
Or
whose
you'd
line
be
is
thinking
next?
about what else, like what
Yeah.
everybody else was needing to say.
Yeah.
I'm with Mo on this one. I just don't understand why
Yeah.
there's a basket.
Exactly. We can't just put racists in a basket and hope they
Oh
come out
man, my hair is so
unracist.
hit or miss in this show.
It really is. It's so. And Seth's
It's
hair is
mainly
always
this.
on point.
Yes, I hate it.
I vote we change it to
Ugh.
justice in a basket.
Guys, like just
My
think
facial
this-
hair, on the other hand, is
Is
amazing.
perfect. I
throughout
think
the
this is
whole thing.
shot like pretty adequately.
Yeah, yeah. It's a weird line delivery from
Yeah.
him.
Finally.
Seth is 100% right. We need to get
Laurisa's.
those
I don't know if we
somehow.
ever show it, but
No,
you are
back
not
to
in the
the basket.
background, but behind Brian. And I. You are very sick somewhere else.
We're losing focus here.
Hush, robot. The humans are talking.
Pretty good line.
Thanks.
If we put the
He didn't
racists
write it.
in a basket,
I thought you meant the delivery.
No,
That's what you
it's-
said
it's a
before. I
fine-
figured you'd like
it's a
to
fine
sing my
delivery.
praises on the commentary for everybody else to hear. Maybe it would be nice.
No, wouldn't happen.
You're right.
Legally or
have racists
Or
in it.
illegally. wouldn't happen.
this is pretty good.
Big ol' ham.
Do you have a favorite episode, Laurisa?
Episode 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my favorite as well.
Yeah.
No, you said this is your favorite.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I said three's my
I
favorite.
thought you said this was your favorite.
No.
At some point, you did.
No, 3 was my favorite.
3 is my
it was just
favorite.
so beautiful.
And
Like,
then-
it was just a really... I mean, it was hilarious. And it took you on a serious ride. And
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, I love that episode so much. This is my second favorite by far, though. I think it goes this one, or it goes 3, this one, 5, 2,
The
then
feathering
1.
of his hair is
I-
like better
I-
than some of the wigs in this show. Great. Oh, that would be Brian Frazee.
Nice little close-up
Lil
shot.
Bop Bop's hair, that is.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's got great hair.
He does.
What do you think?
What a beautiful boy.
Yeah, I guess it's all right.
And we're all starting a new name, right?
What a weird show I made. So weird.
Would you like to do the honors?
I hope somebody stumbles across specifically this commentary video
And watch the whole thing.
and watches the whole thing and doesn't know anything else about us or the show.
This was really tough to edit together because it didn't have anything, like, it just cut straight from this shot to, like, all of us gone. No reaction from you, Laurisa, to just the board. And it was just so uncomfortable. So I had to, essentially jerry-rig it in the editing. So I took a different reaction shot that was supposed to go earlier of you, put it in here. And then Brian, Noah, and I did the ADR of us walking away.
I love doing that ADR. That
Because
was fun.
Seth was gone. So I got Brian back to do a couple ADRs. So this was supposed to be from earlier.
And that worked.
Yeah, and you can hear us, like, going away talking about lunch. And we did that very last minute.
We reference Lose on First when we were walking away.
I think somebody said, it might have been you or me, but we said, all this racism has made me hungry.
I don't remember who that was.
Oh my gosh.
It's like so, it's terrible.
So now we're going to take.
And hey, we're back in the
And
old
we're back.
house.
This will actually show us.
I think I don't think it's like weird or shoehorned in that we're in a different room. Like, I
Yeah.
think it's fine.
Couldn't decide who
This
was going
this
to go
whole
first.
commentary track is just, it's like therapy for me. It's just me being like,
Yeah.
it's okay.
It's
the show
okay,
you
it's
made's
okay."
okay.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. Not many people watched it. You don't have to be too embarrassed.
Yeah.
This test really works best on an
And this being earlier on, we were less comfortable in our own roles, so it's weird going back to this.
Yeah.
'cause we're
Although
all
I
more
really
stiff.
feel like this is alright.
We better
Like,
get this over
I feel like
with.
this whole
They have
episode's pretty
very short
solid.
Sorry, yes, the therapy thing. It's okay.
right.
It's all
Yeah.
right.
It is. I didn't even think about saying that, but like we were watching the therapy episode.
Oh yeah, we.
Larissa, you're the guest. You're the guest
Whoa.
on this episode of commentary.
Weird underlighting on Seth's
Yeah.
shot there.
You were the.
Hold on, this.
Oh, this is such a good. This was such a good improv. You had so many good improv.
That was so great.
You guys probably all descended from dung beetles because you smell so bad.
Nice.
Shut up.
Hey guys,
Got him.
Dibs, 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 dibs. I get to look at it.
Us struggling to pretend like we're struggling.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Remember when you sent me to the library to have an old man print out this picture for you?
This is my hands in a different location months later.
Yeah.
Because we needed to be clear.
Oh man.
But I was gonna say, Larissa, you're the best actor in this, and it's so obvious.
Yeah.
No,
good hair.
like you guys have like
Yeah.
mad amounts of chemistry and rapport,
Yeah.
and that can't be replaced or
Wow.
faked ever.
So you're saying the real show was friendship the whole time?
I forgot completely about
Oh,
this.
yeah!
I completely forgot
So
about this because we
good.
shot this so much later.
5 years earlier.
My lips still burn from my dad's tender kiss.
Every one of his intro and outro lines were improv. And they were all amazing.
Campbell's and Shambles, that was pretty good.
The ticker
Oh
is
yeah, the
probably my
tickers
favorite
are
jokes.
so good.
Noggin Switcheroo Incorporated, a company that is
I love the one serious one about the war
Yeah.
breaking out in France and millions have died.
Mark and Sauce are so good.
Yeah. Could they have just not played all of the parts and it would have been just like 100 times better?
Yeah, they're Mark. I love how confident Mark is with his stance.
Yes.
Now, wanted to cry in a concrete slab.
His turtleneck is
This next
magnificent.
segment is for you. Roll it
Also.
quick, Tim.
Yeah, that's my turtleneck.
Your turtleneck is magnificent.
Thank you.
I think this is a very important lesson for all of you.
We shot that so last minute. I completely forgot that was in this episode because
Yeah.
we had the entire
It always-
episode done for like a month.
Right.
Except for that.
I always forget that it's in that. It always sneaks up on me. And it scares me.
Kim.
Very bad.
Is Kim the black one?
No. Kanye West.
Also, Kanye West isn't even in that
I
picture.
know, yeah. I know.
It was surprisingly tough to find a picture of the 4 Kardashians.
Yeah.
Because they're also maybe not 4. I don't know anything about the Kardashians.
No idea. I could
crap
not
ton of
care
Kardashians.
less.
There were like there are 3 real Kardashians and like 2 fake ones or something.
One of them is
Anyway,
me.
Or some Jenners, I think is what they're called.
You have a belonging.
It's all so confusing, and I don't care to find out.
what I was gonna say though is we thought of so many endings that were like not as stupid as us being the Kardashians, and we refused to use them.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's also fair.
it was a good bit.
Yeah, I love this.
Wait, what is that?
I really did want people to go, what? That's the end? I don't know if anybody did, but I did. You
Oh,
didn't.
that's a lie.
I did the
just
same
wanna
thing
make
with
it feel
episode 3 though, when it just cuts to black after that montage.
Mhm.
It's like,
Wait a second.
Yeah, I just remembered. This is a picture I was
Here's something fun.
Yeah.
Wait for it. Wait when
Okay.
it cuts to the next shot. It's gonna, the continuity is way off. I think like the lights off and the doors closed and all this stuff, and it makes me mad.
Trying to fix it, so left it.
Wait, so this is a
Waiting for
month
the
old?
shot to come up.
Yeah, I know.
Built
Let's
it
just
up
sit
a
in
lot.
silence while we're.
Yeah, if everybody could just like
Oh, I forgot about this.
Wall of Kims.
So Seth
All the Kims.
Seth improv for like 8 minutes, and I cut it down so much.
This is my like compiled archive. So Kim, she was born in the year.
It's just so
1500. As you can
wrong.
see, people are-
It's just everything he says is
It's
a
sort of
lie.
in chronological order, it goes like this.
My favorite part is every once in a while you'll see him look at me like, "Am I doing good?"
Yeah.
like for affirmation.
Yeah, yeah.
Weird. Wait, so what's all this stuff coming out of the printer?
There's some rough ADR.
Yeah.
I like this episode a lot.
I like to call it smooth ADR. It's a lie, but it makes it sound better.
That's true. We worked really hard. This is our longest script, I think.
Yeah. Oh, this was a.
There was an alien invasion.
There it is. See?
Yeah.
The doors closed. There's cords everywhere.
The country's in ruins.
It irritates me.
Yeah. Well,
What do we
it's
do?
fine.
Yeah.
I'll call headquarters. They'll know.
Oh, this is another bit of ADR from Brian.
Job securitying? This is why you need
Oh yeah, coming up here when he's
No,
when
that's
the
the
camera's
thing.
zooming in on you.
This
Yeah.
last message says that everyone in the U.S.
pretty good
government is dead. There's no headquarters to call.
Because we didn't shoot his thing for some reason.
Track and field.
Hey, Noah's hair, where are you going? Get
Wait a
back here.
What?
The entire U.S. government
So
is dead,
Brian's
including the president,
Brian's.
vice president.
We weren't supposed to have it just be a shot of me. Brian was supposed to have cut-ins here, but
Right.
And you're saying?
Well, by default,
Focus.
one of us
Focus. Focus.
is the
Focus, Noah.
president of the United
Noah,
States.
focus the camera. Thank you.
I
I love that.
this is pretty good. This
Oh, yeah.
we took a long time looking for a song for
We
this
did.
one and looking for pictures.
Yes, that.
But I
too.
think it turned out really like.
Yeah, I love this song. This song is a fifth of Beethoven, which is a great name.
I really like because you really feel like, oh shit, this is what's actually going on.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I think the pictures were a nice touch.
Yes. Were we allowed to use these?
I have no idea. No, they were from a free stock photo site actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was really anal about that because I didn't want to release this and then something be taken down because I didn't have permission to use it.
I do
Yeah.
love I love this dancing guy.
Freaking
Hold on,
dancing
lot.
alien
It's
is
great.
so good. It's like the worst
It
motion
is.
capture.
It's so funny. I'm really proud of how this episode turned out. It was
No, yeah.
It was
this
one I was
well
really
done.
excited to edit. So overall thoughts on shooting this, Laurisa? Having a good time with your friends, Noah and Evan?
And that's it.
No other people.
No
were
other
involved?
people.
No, it was, I appreciate our special guest audience, our live audience.
Yes, our live audience
Also,
of one
that
person.
was great. That was a lot of fun. You guys are as fun to commentate with as you were to shoot this game.
Yeah.
This was fun. I
business
enjoyed
with, yeah.
shooting this with you. And not
Did you
with
enjoy?
Noah.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
I
Yeah,
did.
that's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine.
this is probably the most fun I had doing a commentary track.
Yeah. We've only done like a handful.
I
of
know,
them,
but
yeah.
just don't undercut my
You
compliment,
literally
please.
have one handful of videos to do, my guy.
Would you come back and shoot more things with us if we asked you to nicely?
Yeah, absolutely, I
We
would.
definitely.
We got her. We got her.
It's on recording now.
I'm
Uh,
sure
that
I
was
will,
legally
'cause I
binding.
have no friends, and I have
Hey.
I have a very few amount of friends, and I
There you
have lesser friends who are good at acting. So
Hey, I'm not in
feel
that
free.
category.
I'm going to utilize you and take advantage of you for your talent.
Yay! Thank you.
Oh,
and
man.
thanks for having me on the commentations.
Thanks for having us. Actually.
Thank you. It's your show now.
It is. We
And
are
we are going to
signing it over to
leave.
you.
Oh my gosh, my life on Mars.
Please don't leak the 30-hour.
So is that kind of how it happened? Like after Mars exploded, you left the rapist on Mars,
Yeah, pretty much.
and just to kind of like float out in space until they could like grip onto stuff. Or did I get turned into a baby robot therapist for the purposes of being?
deported on live TV or kissed on live
or
TV?
kissed, yeah.
Whichever makes you most comfortable.
I'm the creator of this show and of the universe.
Wait,
some would
really?
argue, and
Fair. That's fair.
therefore I can retcon, like I can say what's canon in this universe.
Exactly. Yeah.
But there is a joke that's kind of, we talked about it in episode 5. So the male newscaster's character, his name is Robot the Rapist.
Yes,
Which
yes,
is
yes,
robot
yes.
therapist. So the idea was, and we were going to kind of subtly do this, we never
Yeah.
did, That the robot therapist just multiplied and took over the universe, and that's
Amazing.
and that is who blew up Mars in the very end.
That tracks.
So-
that tracks.
I think we kind of decided on that.
Yeah.
That's why you don't let nerds create things.
Yeah.
Like shows? Or
How
like the
dare you.
robot therapist.
How dare you know?
Wow, coming for your life.
Well, I think that's about good. No, before we go, I know you
Yeah.
mentioned before we started the commentary track,
Oh,
you
did
had
I?
a
What?
list of countries that wouldn't make the cut if you were in charge of nuclear bombs, and like list of countries you would bomb.
Oh, yeah,
If-
yeah.
Yeah. So you just want to list. You said it was at least 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a
and you
whole
just
lot.
specifically mentioned not for any political reason, just because you don't think that these people who live in these countries deserve to live.
Exactly.
So you could maybe.
I legitimately don't think that he can name 15
I
countries
really,
right now. I think that's actually what the
So you want me
what
to
the
go through the
challenge is.
yeah, go
more
through the
than
list is
anything.
what I would do.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Number 1.
Bye, everybody.